Okay, welcome back to another video, or if you're new, then welcome to this channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about Perisic and how that can affect Rashford in a good way, don't worry. I'm also going to talk about Christensen and Marc Bernal. But before we get into that, please hit that subscribe button if you're new and want to stay up to date with what's going on at Barcelona. You could drop your opinions and we can have conversations about Barca. Alright, let's get into the news. So we all know Barca wants to sign wingers. Nico is going to be the priority, of course, but also one more is needed as a backup. And the two options were Rashford and Perisic. Well, to all the Barca fans that were furious with the links of Perisic coming to Barca, be happy because he's not coming. Fabrizio Romano came out saying Perisic is on the verge of signing a new 2-year deal with PSV. Barca had inquired about Perisic, but Barca's focus is on Nico. So no more talks or rumors about Perisic joining us. So that leaves Rashford. He's our only alternative left. Now, Barca don't want to spend money and sign him. They want to get him for free, but Manchester United is not budging. They want 40 million and they don't want to negotiate. But here's what I believe will happen. The same thing that happened with Cancelo 2 summers ago, where Man City were saying throughout the whole transfer window that they didn't want to loan him and that if we wanted him, we had to buy him for like 50 million. Barca weren't going to spend that much money on him, so they stayed patient. And as the time for the transfer window started to slowly run out, Man City demanded 25 million and then 10 million and kept decreasing their demand. But Barca stayed firm on wanting to only loan Cancelo, and so on the last day of the transfer window, Man City just loaned him to us. So with that being said, I think the same thing will happen with Rashford. He wants only Barcelona. Barca wants him as well, but they're not going crazy over him. And they said they only want a loan. So I think they're going to play the long game. Wait and wait and wait until Man United finally give in and we get what we want. Because United don't want him back, and they also don't want to be paying his large salary. So they'll take something for him better than nothing. Barca pays a small portion of his salary. We use him. United pay a portion of his salary. They don't have him in the squad anymore. It's a win-win situation for both clubs. So I think this move will happen eventually because Rashford is really pushing for it, but I don't think it will happen quickly or easily. So Barca just needs to stay patient and play the long game. Do you agree with what I said, or do you see something else happening? Let me know in the comment section. And now moving on to some good news about Christensen. Well, it's good news for me because I like him. Christensen's decision is to stay at Barca. According to Santi Oval, despite receiving offers from Saudi Arabia and Juventus, Christensen has no intention of leaving. He wants to see out his final year of his contract with FC Barcelona. Although his season was disrupted by injuries, he's performed strongly when fit and remains determined to fight for more minutes under Hansi Flick. Like I said, this is great news. I want Christensen to stay. I've said it so many times, but now I'm stuck between two decisions. I'm happy if he stays. He's a great player to have. His brilliance, his passing from the back, his defending, he's a top class player. But looking at the financial side, it would be smart for the club to sell him. He came in for free, so selling him would be a huge profit. Plus, getting his wages off the wage bill will be great for us too. So here's what I think. If his departure helps with the Nico move, I would say sell him because I really want Nico at Barca. But if his departure doesn't help with Nico's move, then there's no point in letting him go. But comment your opinions in the comment section. Would you sell him if it meant signing Nico, or would you keep him regardless? Let me know. But now moving to Marc Bernal, and it's more good news for us. It looks like we'll get to see him sooner than we thought. According to Javi Miguel, the roadmap points to Marc Bernal returning in early August, a month ahead of schedule. The midfielder also shortened his vacation and will return to the Ciutat Esportiva on July 1st instead of the 13th. If there are no setbacks, he will travel to the Asian tour, where he will gradually rejoin group training. Amazing. We all saw the talent this kid had when the season first started. We all knew he was the next big thing. I mean, at just 17, he benched Casado and had a role right next to Pedri. People aren't seeing how crazy this is because Casado had a phenomenal breakout season. We all saw how good he was, and we're all saying he's one of the best pivots in the world. And Bernal was starting over him. I think next season is going to be big for Bernal. I don't want to put too much pressure on him because he's returning from an ACL injury, so I'm expecting him to get a few minutes here and there. Kind of like what happened with Gavi this season. Last season he tore his ACL and then he slowly started to return and got a few minutes. Because if you rush them, they can re-injure it, and we don't want that to happen. So Bernal will take it easy next season, train with the team, get some minutes, and hopefully in a few years he can regain that spark and explosiveness. But go ahead and give me your thoughts on Bernal's return. But that's going to close off today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please hit that like button. It really helps out this channel. And subscribe if you're new and want to stay up to date with what's going on at Barcelona. I'll see you guys in the next video, and as always, Visca Barça!